going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 24 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be going over a bunch of players that you can buy right now. Due to the playoff promo market crash, there's some really good cards that are really cheap. We're going to cover the best of them and the ones that you should be picking up. Generally speaking, we'll give you specific players in a moment, but generally speaking, a lot of ghost cards and zero chill cards are way down in price right now due to all those brand new 94 overall playoff cards, which are definitely some of the best in the game at their positions. And this is just a general rule of thumb, especially if you're no money spent or don't spend a lot of money on the game. Don't always feel the need to have the new cards first and right away, because this is a great example. If you wait a week or two, you're going to be able to get the same cards for a lot cheaper because the new shiny items are going to come out and everybody's going to run to those. And the cards that are maybe 2 to 3 weeks older, they're still very usable, still very relevant, and this is how you can keep pace with a lot of people in Madden Ultimate Team. Let's go through it. We're going to start at quarterback. This is probably the best value buy of any MUT card right now. It's Ghost Andrew Luck. Many consider him the best quarterback in the game. I mean, William Refrigerator Perry, who's way down in price, by the way, or at least he was for a moment. He's starting to get back on the rise now, but a lot of people went after the brand new Tua from the playoff promo and Jordan Love as well, which are both pretty good looking cards with good discounted abilities. But I still think for the price, Andrew Luck, which right now you can get for about 240,000 coins. Yesterday, he was down to about 200K. He's starting to go up as well. Traditional 4 release, great attributes, 89 speed, 94 throw power, short throw and mid throw both 90, the deep throw's 91, really good with that throw on the run at 95, and he gets good abilities. So the two options that you have are going to be set feet lead plus gunslinger, which would be 6 AP out of the total of 8 that you have currently on offense. With that traditional 4 release that Luck has, it's really good for throws more so down the field rather than the quick, 10-yard throws, and many people believe that you don't need gunslinger on this card because of that. I've always used gunslinger on him, so that's the route that I go. Again, set feet lead gunslinger for 6 AP. Your other option is going set feet lead and gift wrap, and gift wrap's actually 0 AP. Set feet lead is now 5 AP after the most recent title update, but you can get those two abilities for a total of 5 AP out of the total of 8 that you have on offense. You go with what you want to go with, but this overall is a really good card, and one more time, with price being a factor, I think this is still the best quarterback in Madden Ultimate Team. And I talked about it in the intro of the video. All you got to do is wait. I mean, this Ricky Williams, he's a little bit more expensive than the cards, the price range that I really want to mention in this video, but because he's only a week old and he's already dropped a little bit over 100,000 coins in profit, I think he's worth mentioning. This is Campus Hero 2 Ricky Williams. Really good dual threat back, 94 stock speed. Remember, there's still that active Campus Hero strategy item that would boost him to +1 speed, plus all of his other offensive attributes +1 if you have that one activated. So this is basically a 95 overall card right now. You can get him for about 400,000 coins. A week ago, he was 500+K. He gets running back apprentice for 1 AP. The speed is great, but he has 93 truck, 92 break tackle, 94 change of direction, 80 catch, and again, running back apprentice is going to make him a really good receiving threat. He also has good spin and juke move. Just a very well-balanced, all-around good running back for 400,000 coins. There are cheaper options out there, of course, but this is really the only running back I'm going to mention in today's video. At wide receiver, I got 3 for you here. The first one is Ghost Stephon Diggs. Remember, zero chill and ghost cards way down in price right now. Now, I haven't used this card, so I can't totally vouch for it, but he gives you 94 speed. A lot of the other receivers out there right now that are low in price are giving you 93 speed. He has great catching, great route running, 6 foot even. I think he can play on the outside. He can definitely play as a slot. My only knock on this card, and he goes for about 315K, he doesn't have great abilities. He gets outside apprentice for 1 AP. I think the other discounted ability is red zone threat, which isn't really useful on a guy who's 6 foot even. So great looking card attribute wise, good price on him, but not great abilities. 2 other wide receivers that are a little bit cheaper and better abilities in my opinion. First, we have zero chill AJ Brown, which is about the same price as Stephon Diggs, so 315K, but he does get slot apprentice for 1 AP, one of the few receivers in the game that get it right now. down. Now, you are going to take that -1 hit to speed. A.J. Brown's only 93 speed, but the catching and the route running are pretty much equal. You're not going to see a big difference between him and Stephon Diggs on the field, in my opinion there. And with that ability, he's going to get those 4 additional hot routes. Post and corner routes, great against man coverage if you're struggling against it. So if you had to choose between the two, I'm going to go A.J. Brown. And if you want to go a little bit cheaper, this card has been surprisingly good. He's over on my no money spent account right now. It's Team of the Week Chris Godwin, who also will get Slot Apprentice for 1 AP. Really good discount there. 6'1", also 93 speed. His route running is fine. The 89 deep route running to me isn't a huge concern there, and there's a lot of strategy in other ways that you can boost that up to a 90, but I still think he'll get the job done. And he's more of a slot receiver with the short and the mid route running. Really good catching as well. 93 catch, 250,000 coins. So if you're looking for the most budget-friendly wide receiver, to me, it's going to be this Team of the Week, Chris Godwin. At tight end, I got 2 options for you. Number 1 is probably the card that I would prefer. It's going to be Zero Chill Shannon Sharpe. This card has been up and down in price over the last couple weeks here, but right now, you can get him for 250,000 coins. Doesn't get any good abilities or abilities worth using, in my opinion, but 6'2", 92 speed, not great run block, only at 70, great route running, 95 short, 93 mid, catch in traffic is going to be 91, spec catch 94, and catch 92, but my favorite thing about this card is after the catch. His juke move is really good, way better than Tony Gonzalez, in my opinion, the ghost card. If we're factoring in price, I think Zero Chill Shannon Sharpe is the best tight end in the game. And then one other option, it's a very similar card, so I personally would just stay sick with Shannon Sharpe, but if you want a little bit more speed and a little bit more height, you are going to have to pay a bit more, but Legend Vernon Davis, only about 300,000 coins. This card I'm currently using on my team. We'll have a card review for him very soon. 6'3", 94 speed. Run block is terrible at 64. Catch is good. Catch and traffic spec catch good. The route running is good as well. And he is also very good after the catch with the juke moves and the spin moves. And of course the 94 speed. So you can get a lot of first downs throwing short of the sticks with this guy, because he's usually going to make, at least in a one-on-one situation, he's going to make one defender miss if you do the juke right without holding down turbo. And then after that, the speed kicks in and, you know, he's going to pick up a lot of yards on the ground. So really good looking card here. Let's talk about defense. Now, there was a big patch that came out this week that affected the way that pass rushers work, and there's a good chance that a lot of this could end up being changed. But if you don't get the gist of it here, basically defensive linemen right now, whether it's outside linebackers, defensive tackles, defensive ends, they are getting fatigued a lot quicker, and a big reason is because of the weight of these players. If they're outweighed by 90 pounds or more, they're going to suffer a significant fatigue hit. Power move and finesse move also play a part. So what I would recommend is trying to find right now either some backups on your defensive line for that fatigue issue, or targeting some guys that are a little bit more heavy. And I think Zero Chill or Mix Up Monday, David Bakhtiari, which is an out of position card at right end, 310 pounds, is a really good example of a card you can use. 87 speed, it's not terrible. And again, you don't want this player to get fatigued, so that weight is going to be good. You know, a 90-pound difference means he'd have to go against a 400-pound lineman, and I don't think there's any of those in the game, so he's not really going to have that fatigue issue. He also has 93 power move, 93 block shed, and 85 finesse move. Inside stuff for 1 AP if you want to move him in at defensive tackle. That's a pretty good option to do as well because of that ability discount. Now, if you're looking for some guys that are a little bit more faster and still got a decent amount of weight to them, they are probably still going to get that fatigue penalty because of the 90-pound difference. And by the way, that Bakhtiari goes for about 280K right now, pretty good price. Team of the Week Bradley Chubb is an option, 275 pounds. So you do the math on the 90 pounds there, you are going to go against some offensive linemen that are over 365 pounds, but there's not a ton of them, like Jordan Mailata, Trent Brown, DeJuan Jones. The best offensive linemen in the game are not that heavy, so he might not see that fatigue penalty as much. And Bradley Chubb, again, with that 275 weight is good, but but he also has 92 speed, 93 finesse move, and 94 block shed. Power move is really low, so you still have to worry about that, but those are kind of the things that happen when you're using a speed rusher versus more of a power rusher. And the Chubb, if I didn't mention it, goes for about 241k. For this one, I wouldn't bother with any abilities. And then one other cheaper option is going to be Team of the Week Rashawn Gary, 91 speed, 92 block shed, 92 power move, 85 finesse move, so you don't have to worry about the attribute difference there, and he gives you 277 pounds, so unless you're going against those offensive linemen I just mentioned, he also shouldn't really see the fatigue issue. That card, the Rashawn Gary's 186k. Both of those, Chubb and Gary and Bakhtiari, not bad options to start, but if you do have a good amount of coins, these are going to be really good backups that you can substitute in, because they should just never hit that fatigue penalty. And I do want to stress, this could end up being patched or fixed very soon. EA did address it on GMM recently, so don't go changing your entire roster just yet, but these are some things to think about for now. At defensive tackle, it's going to be the same kind of factors here, so look for those DTs that are over 300 pounds. Kyle Williams has actually gone up in price during the last couple days, and it's probably because of this issue with the patch and the fatigue. 303 pounds for Kyle Williams, 81 speed, he gives you 94 block shed, 92 power move, 87 finesse move, and he gets inside stuff for 1 AP right now about 308k. I'm pretty sure last time I did this video about a week ago, he was under 250,000 coins. He might dip down tomorrow with Legends coming out. We'll have to wait and see. But even at about 300,000 coins, I think he's really good, especially with that inside stuff for 1 AP. And if you really want to go cheap, and again, this could just be for depth purposes on your defensive line, all Madden, William Refrigerator Perry, 335 pounds. He should never get fatigued with that weight difference there. Only 80 speed, but he does give you great power move at 94, block shed 92, and finesse move at 88. Inside stuff is 2 AP on this card, which isn't terrible now because we have 11 AP available on defense. There's a lot of 1 AP discounted inside stuffs like Ghost Jalen Carter you can take a look at as well, but Refrigerator Perry is only 125k, so an inexpensive option for a starter or depth to your defensive line. Let's go ahead and talk about some secondary players. At cornerback, we have Zero Chill, Rasul Douglas. Tariq Willen looks like the better card if you look at the attributes and of course the height there, but I'm gonna put Rasul Douglas over him just simply because, and this is on 2 different accounts, a non-Eagle Seam Team account as well with my No Money Spent squad, he's just simply made more plays, and he gets more theme teams here. 6'2", 94 speed, 93 man, 91 zone. The press is low, but it really hasn't been a big issue or anything to over worry about here. And you can get Rasul. He's probably the cheapest Zero Chill corner out there at 290k, and to make it even better, he does get Pick Artist for 1 AP. Your other option is a card that I've heard good things about. I haven't personally used it yet, but it's Team of the Week Martin Emerson Jr., 6'2" as well, 93 speed as well, 91 zone, 93 man, but he does give you much better press, and he's a man-to-man archetype, so if you run a lot of man coverage, this card might be for you. He's a bit cheaper as well, 270,000 coins, and also gets Pick Artist for 1 AP. Now it comes to safeties, I got Ghost Antoine Winfield here, and I know you're looking at that height and saying, Pop, he's 5'9", he's just not going to be good. I gotta disagree here. Now he gives you really good attributes, 94 speed, 94 zone, 90 man coverage, so he can play both types of coverage. That's what he did for me when he was on my squad. Also, 88 hit power is kind of underrated there. 85 tackle, not amazing, but I think he's more of a ball hawk in my opinion. 238,000 coins. To me, and this has kind of happened all year, and of course there's going to be outliers. Occasionally he's still going to get mossed, but to me, when you put Pick Artists on shorter defenders, they tend to get animations, and animations sometimes overpower even the taller receivers, whether it's a tight end or a wide receiver out there, and he can get that Pick Artist for 1 AP. Now when I had him on my team, I went a little overboard. I did Pick Artist for 1 AP plus Deep Out Zone KO for 3 AP, and it was a pretty good combination, but that is 4 AP out of the total of 11 that you have available on offense, or on defense, my apologies. So you can rock that way if you want or not, but at least at minimum, you want to go Pick Artist for 1 AP. And at strong safety, honestly, I couldn't find any great budget options out there, but I still feel like Ghost Julius Peppers is a must-have for everybody, whether you play him as a high safety or in the box as a user. 6'7", 94 speed, 90 man, 95 zone, 95 hit power, and also pay attention, he's 295 pounds. If you're blitzing him off the edge, A lot of people are using him at cornerback now because of that weight difference. He's not going to get fatigued as well, or at least not as much. 370k is still a pretty fair price for this card, no matter how you're going to use him. And he does get Lurk Artist for 0 AP, which is one of the best abilities in the game. So for 0 AP, you just can't go wrong there. And there you have it. Those are all the cards right now that I think are worth spending coin on to upgrade your team due to the playoff promo market crash. Let me know who you guys picked up, and thank you so much for watching. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.